All's back already. Well, welcome back. We are doing something with the giant magic Pokeball, for which we needed to find some books. And I need to return them to this guy here. Burag, a Klingon librarian.
I see you treating any of these books. Well, well. Thank you. Knight of... Did you read it yourself? And here. I suppose
what
you
I
earned
get.
these.
Well, I hope that was exciting for you, as it was for me. Now, we're off to see Tolthir and find out if he's unlocked the secrets of the mystic floating who's-he-what's-it. Hey, good job getting that out of the sepulcher thing.
Good to see Sky. Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Is that the one about some... I'll have to make a point. I just can't... If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations.
Really?
I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before.
I don't know, kind of a Stargate Atlantis meets Gandalf look.
Even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed.
Okay.
Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience.
Uh-oh, I think I see a plot point coming in.
Marvelous object. It practically radiates magicka. And yet it's unlike anything I've felt before.
Oh boy. Okay, well, let's get this over with.
I have many important things.
Oh, no, he's just here
Your
for...
concerns are not...
I guess wait. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's all we were waiting for, was him to finish his speech.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that
Seems to be a theme in video games lately. Everything that's done for science goes horribly wrong.
Like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time.
I hope
when we
not.
can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
Oh, this is sudden.
Really? Well, I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the city. More importantly, I'd like... So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he...
Yeah, anyone out there doubting
They
this
have
guy's a
classed
villain?
with the ordinary
I'm
dominion
just
before,
curious.
and I have no...
Now, nobody touch my future stuff in here,
Please
okay?
do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person.
Okay, why do you drain the
I'd
color
simply
out of
like to
everything?
talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately. The situation here at your college is of dire importance. I believe it is due to the very source of our... The energy coming...
I am
the longer it
Magnus,
remains here,
not the
more
Pokeball
dangerous
of
the situation
Gandalf.
becomes.
That's disappointing.
And so I'm afraid it's... You must understand the Psijic Order. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some. I'm all too aware. Nevertheless, my order will not act.
They can't do anything. Again, these guys are pretty much like the Time Lords.
Well,
the pre-2005 Time Lords, I guess.
No harm. As you may have learned, the world is not ready. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon.
Okay, it's unstable. It could cause a disaster. It's magical. That shouldn't be a surprise.
I will offer this. Seek out the Order. His perception may be more coherent than... I am sorry I cannot provide you with... Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. It is within you to succeed.
The power is within you!
Well, I'm sorry. What is the meaning of this?
Now, the funny thing is, this conversation ending in confusion, it mirrors a lot of other conversations in this game, although not intentionally.
The college. Here he is.
What you learn here will last... Has Tolfdir been telling stories? Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
There's been a
Okay,
misunderstanding.
gotta find
Now, if
Tolfdir.
you'll excuse me, I
We'll leave the Psijic
I shall simply
guy
take my
to
leave.
make the elf guy mad.
What trickery is this? You're not going...
Now I just have to remember where it is that Tolfdir hangs his hat. If he wore a hat. Oh, he's already quest marked. Convenient.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
It's always disturbing to see the older generations watching people sleep.
Well now, there's a... My goodness, it's been years. Are you going to see him? Dude, underneath the college. It's not the nicest place.
So, you know,
So if you go down there,
much
please,
like the
I
much like the rest of
can't find
magic,
my alembic.
keeping dangerous
I suppose
things
I
below
could
the
use
college
another
is
one,
not
but-
out of the ordinary.
Well, it sounds silly, but mine has sent... If you happen to see it, would you mind bringing it to me?
The alembic is kind of a reference to the previous game. Alchemy in Oblivion required you to bring around some equipment, little beakers and other such items in order to brew potions, as opposed to having the stationary alchemy points in this game, which, to be honest, is an improvement. Anything that gets stuff out of my inventory is fine with me. But it's kind of in random places around in this game. If we see it, we'll grab it for him. It just looks like a... There it is. Haha, alembic. And here's the midden, which basically is kind of a basement slash sewer system slash things that shouldn't be. Let's just sort of store them down there, because, you know, it's amazing to think that, you know, in this day and age, if you found a human skeleton, you'd probably call the cops. Here, it's just, you know, decoration. There's undead somewhere, probably coming for us as we speak. Whose job was it to watch whatever happened in there? Oh no. Oh good. I was afraid Lydia had gone off on her own. That's generally when she gets into trouble. And we'll get rid of... Is it dead? Nope. Nope. And she's walking right into ice spikes, I guess. I'm gonna switch over to actual magic. The staff is probably not needed at this moment. There we go. Probably won't use it, but you never know. Let's see here. Searching, searching, searching. Can't remember if I've what a thorax is for, or if I need to eat one. Yeah, this is kind of a fun thing. Maybe later on we'll mess with. It lets you summon stuff, including making a helmet out of a space sphere from Portal. But we need to find what's his buckets. A wizard, I guess, dabbled in things which man was not meant to know and turned himself into, I don't know, kind of a giant ball of plot advancement, I think. Way to look at it. So yeah, he's down here. Don't like regular midden? Try midden dark. A more robust and full-flavored midden. Which, you'd want to find the students that put that up there, I think. Have a chat with their advisors. They probably need to see somebody. Just can't remember if there's anything else down here that's going to try and kill me.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointment.
And your voiceover only leads to heart attacks.
Still, you persist.
Still I stand
Very
here.
well. You may enter.
There we go. Here is the Augur of Dunlain.
I am that. which
And
you
as you
have
notice, I
been
normally
seeking.
skip through conversations. This one and some others like this, I can't. I don't know if that's because the game thinks it's more important and you must listen to every word. There will be a quiz, this will be on the final, or if it's just something they overlooked.
Those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek. You seek that which all who wield magic seek.
If by knowledge you mean more efficient ways of blowing things up.
You shall find this. Knowledge will corrupt. It will destroy. It will consume.
Not so much knowledge as magic. I mean, really.
You seek meaning, shelter in knowledge. You will
So
not
create
find
shelter. I guess Liamon's tiny hut is not part of magic knowledge.
Valmar sought the same thing, and it shall lead to his end, as it has so many others. No, though you may be
Yep,
last,
so Thalmor's been down here.
who calls himself Ancano has sought my knowledge.
And yeah, I mean, if this is all meant to foreshadow that he's going to be a problem, it's being laid on with a trowel.
Your path differs from most. You are being guided, pushed towards something.
As if by a user with a mouse.
It is a good path, one untraveled by many. It is a path that can save your college. I will tell you what you need to know to follow.
Couldn't have told me this without going into the whole mess before.
You and those aiding you wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of
Man,
which
medieval
you are
raves
not
were
yet
really,
aware.
really lecture-y.
To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff.
Okay.
Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center. So you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your archmage.
Okie dokie. And that's it. Lids. Lydia. There. Hey, she backed up. It's the first time I've ever seen her do that. And we're gonna go see the Archmage. That one woman has me almost saying it Archmage, but I will not give in.
What you learn here will last you a life. Really? And I'm sorry, Will. I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff.
You know, the double
But I'm not
entendres
really
here
sure
can
that any
pretty
of
much
us
flow thick
need
and
it.
fast.
And how do you know of it? Did you really? And he I'm impressed with your initiative.
Yes, okay.
A most something as I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning. I'm quite
Yes,
pleased.
Mirabelle
with your
mentioned some
progress.
other wizard's
This
staff. I'm
circlet
sure
once
you're
proved
upset.
Invaluable to me. I hope
Okay,
it
can the
be
quest
of use
marker
to you
please
now.
relocate? Thank you. Anyone out there who wants to start singing a rousing chorus of the Discworld song, A Wizard's Staff Has a Knob on the End? Feel free. Now, where is the target of our affections here? She's in the Hall of Attainment. Okay. I need to pay more attention to what happens to her after this whole thing is over, because I don't think in my other playthrough I ever saw her again, so maybe she gets roughed up a bit in the ensuing fray. Okay, now you're creeping me out.
I'm working on some very important research.
Please don't bother the
I assure you.
Archmage unless it's absolute. Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking? I see. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod... They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet. Mages based out
Archmage
of Syria.
staff in the
They
closet.
found-
This is
my
really getting
understand- I was
weird.
quite It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consult. No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was
Oh, that
somewhere
narrows it
in
down.
Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mizulf. It sounded like they were I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mizulft yet. Just don't expect them to be... I'm not really sure. Made and used by... I believe I've heard it said that it's the sort of embellishment wizards of ancient times loved to make.
Okay, a wizard said his staff was uncontainable. This is starting to sound like something that was heard at a bar. think
No more than any.
that's all I can get out of
In
her.
fact, no
So,
one has seen or heard from them in over 100 years now, though.
find the ruins of Mzulft, which conveniently are right there. And yay! Now, these are called dwarves, or they're referred to as dwarves. Yep, Mzulft. But they're actually, from what I can piece together from the lore, they're actually elves. A special kind of elves that instead of doing magic, they did the science thing. So, kind of taking the place of gnomes in some other mythologies. And allowing for some steampunk stuff to come along.
Crystal. Gone. Find Paratus. Inoculary.
That was the worst Captain Kirk impersonation I've ever heard. You must have the key. Oh, research log. Let's see, lack of progress. The miners' conclave has worked tirelessly. Yeah, they want them to fix a machine here, so let's leave that here for now. There's one thing that's a little bit annoying sometimes is that, I use that word a lot. I'm sorry if I use annoying too much. It must be annoying. But there are some books that you need to take. You just can't read them and get the information. Oh, hello. I forgot about that. You can't just get the information and go on. You have to have the book to complete quests or to have people give you dialogue options and what have you. But there's no real telling which one is more important than the other. Oh. Why do you have a staff of zombie out? Oh, that's right. There's a dead body. You know, I'm beginning to wonder if I would do better with a weapon. Which is really kind of a sad state of affairs. And just because, well, there we go. Kind of adding to the whole, you know, you're making zombies trope. The zombies thank you when they die. Oh yeah, dwarven oil is a alchemy bit, so I can eat that. By the way, before in the last fast forward section, I ate a whole bunch of alchemy stuff, so I'm now a bigger alchemist than before. Thank you very much. I found it funny that one of the things you had to eat to know what it did was wheat. I would have thought even in the most primitive societies, that had bread, I would know what eating wheat would do. But apparently, I guess I wasn't tasting it in the alchemical sense. Oh dear. Hi there. You know, I know they go for the biggest threat. That's kind of how they work, but I kind of can't help but feel a little slighted that they don't go after me first. Now, I am somewhat tempted. I know there's a quest later on. How much weight have I got? Oh, man. To grab a bunch of gears, because there's a guy who's going to send you on a fetch quest to get them. And let me see if I can... Well, at least I got attacked first this time. I don't feel nearly as bad. And the garnet. And one thing we're probably going to run into, which I think is in this area, is the Falmer. I also didn't know that these were chests when I first started entering these areas. I just sort of saw this weird looking stuff and background. And then accidentally clicked one and realized I'd passed up all kinds of loot. Which was kind of refreshing. Making the chests not quite look familiar was a neat touch. Anyway, the Falmer are another race of elves that wound up kind of getting the short end of the stick and have become blind yet deadly warrior guys with magic and bows and arrows and a lot of centipede-looking pets. Like you do. But yeah, generally you get into this kind of area, and that's where the Falmer are located. So we're probably going to see some pretty soon. I could mine if I were of a mind to, but I won't. And I think I've got a bow. I have a hunting bow. That works. There's one of those things now. I don't know how effective I'm going to be, but at least I can get a couple shots off. Also at this stage, yeah, poison. At this stage, anything that improves my skills. Yes, skills. Skills like not dying. Hey, here we go. Let's try this. And we're going to get some... nothing else, I think. We're going to have to go for destruction. Yep. Whoa, hey, pick on the flame woman, not on me. And you, aim better. Now that's a little dangerous on many levels, because if Lydia gets hurt to where she has to sit down, I could kill her accidentally. And I think that guy's got a log or something I need to read, so I have to wait for him to die again. In the meantime, let's loot this semi-camp, if I can. Here we go. Nope, nothing there. Scroll of Paralyze. Well, we might as well. You never know. There's always a chance something might... Lydia's Synod Researcher. Well, we'll just wait for him to collapse. Sir. Come on, return to the grave from whence you came. Well, there went mine. See? Follow her example, please. Come on. There we go. Man, I thought he had something on him I had to read. Sorry about that, folks. I made you watch a corpse give up its unlife for nothing. Now I think I can... And here's the sad thing, I've discovered that these rocks, now that I've made them not lethal to me, might be lethal to my companion. Whoa! Because she kicks them. Which I guess as far as the game is concerned, moves them again. Which, again, as far as the game is concerned, reactivates them as harmful. Oop, sorry. I hope she was talking to the monster. There we go. Danger over forever, right? Well, I can hope. Cooling through the ruins like you do. I think, yeah. Oh yeah, these guys are fun. And immune to magic, it seems. Again, my magic, because at the moment I'm not very powerful. Later on, that could change. I will scratch your paintwork. I'm participating. And let's see if I can... Oh, got pretty lucky there on the first go. These are also chests. Again, wasn't quite clear on the concept when I first did that. Now the jewelry, while nice, it can also be used to craft enchanted items, basically. And those are gears. We want gears. I think we want cogs too, unfortunately, so we might have to make some space. Hey Lids, how's the
Still here.
how much junk is in that trunk? Is there room for more?
I am sworn to carry your
I'd
burdens.
forgotten I'd given her a bunch of dragon stuff, and that kind of... Oh yeah, she's overburdened. What can she get rid of? Oh, that hurts. But I guess I have to. And what else am I ever carrying? Get rid of the lesser armor. She doesn't need... 2 of those. What else doesn't she? Just need 2 sets of boots. Inventory management. It's, you know, why others hire accountants to take care of this stuff. I can probably drop a few things myself. But in the meantime, I'm going to...
Lead on.
Yes, lead on. Let me lead on after I get rid of... Let's see what I get here. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. Yeah, keep those. You know what? I will take those now. So I can carry more now. Am I wearing anything on my... What am I wearing on my head? Either or. Nice. Let's go with that then. I'll look very magey for a while. And I think that is all that I really want to get rid of for the time being. Lead on. And I don't know why it keeps popping me out of my body like that. Anything coming at us? Nope. Anything to loot? Nope. What kind of lost city is this? Nope. Oh, I was expected. Yeah, I'm actually doing some damage. I am proud of myself. For no good reason. Oh, one of you. Okay. I like... Oh my. All of a sudden, I'm threatening. Not me, not me! Kill a woman! Don't leave me alone! Oh. Do whatever you want to with the princess, but let me go!